So I've been building software for about 20 years. And as many people know, about 95%, probably more, are unsuccessful. At one point, it makes sense, why not go out and buy something that's already working? And then you can take the things that you learn here and actually do it and scale and build a business. That was a little bit of the point where I said, hey, how would I buy a business? It took me a long time to actually figure out how to do that. And one of the biggest assets I came across was FE International. Because the way that they set everything up, it's much easier for a buyer like myself to come in, look at what my skill set would be good for, and pick a business to run. Some of the things I thought about with buying a business is, what are the challenges that I'm unaware of? So part of having FE International do all of the press work and all the information beforehand is helping me get an understanding of, can I bring skill and value to this business, or would I hold it back? Is there somebody else that would be better? I found FE International doing my own research. FE International hit about the price point and the maturity level of the businesses I was looking to find. And I have actually watched them over the last couple of years continue to move up that stack into better and more higher quality businesses. It helps me as a buyer to know that the business that I'm working with have already done the pre-screening. And so with FE International, the screening really helps me have confidence that even starting the discussion, 75% of the work has already been done. I decided to use FE International I actually reached out and made a phone call and said, here's who I am and here's what I'm looking to do. Can you keep me in mind a little bit? And it wasn't more than a month or two later that that broker reached out to me and said, hey, this is something that looks like exactly what you described. And from there, it was very simple. So actually, by educating FE International a little bit about what I was looking for, they kept me in their Rolodex and was able to reach out at that time. So for me, it made a great symbiotic relationship where we both got what we wanted really quickly, just from understanding what we were looking for. In the beginning, when I was new, I didn't have many expectations. I didn't know what to expect. And they actually did a very good job of educating me on, here's what we can bring to the table and here's what you need to do to verify this information and make sure it's a good choice for you. So FE International really walked me through a lot of first-time buyer challenges. And now that I'm also a multi-time buyer, we can do the process a lot faster. I know what to expect from them, and they know hopefully what to expect from me. The most memorable moment during the buying process is signing the documentation that actually says, okay, we're going to go through with this. And I did that with my wife at actually a place that we consider is very special. And so when we bought the second time from FE International, we went to the exact same spot, had the same conversation, is this the right thing to do? Signed the paperwork electronically. And so those were pretty exciting moments. And I'd say the second most exciting moment is the first time you get actually paid from the new business. The second time I bought from FE International, I realized much more about how much work they had done beforehand. The first time, everything is new to me, everything is different. What surprised me the most about FE International was how much of the work they had done beforehand to bring me the packet of, here's exactly what the business is, here's where the revenues are, here are the opportunities, and here are the challenges. It really saves a buyer an incredible amount of time and really eliminates a lot of the fears that what you're looking at is real. Internet businesses, which is a bit of the specialty for me, there's a lot of things that you can hide and there's a lot of ways you can cheat. And so to have FE International and use their brokers to look over the websites for sale and make sure that everything is legitimate really brings a lot of comfort to me, because then I can do it a second time, and if we both are in agreement, it makes more sense for moving forward with the purchase. I would definitely recommend FE International. As a buyer now with multiple experiences with that, it has been, for me, a group that has really been behind me and has really looked forward to what else do I need in the future. And as a potential seller in the future, I'm already discussing with them of, can you help me with getting my plans ready 6 months beforehand to get ready to sell.